Hey there, Fletcher from All Things Overlanding here, and today I'm going to be talking about this awesome new waterproof bag from a company called Outlast Supply Company. Now this thing is really cool and it has a lot of nice features, so I'm going to just kind of walk you through a lot of the features, kind of the specs of it, what it's made of, the size of it. I'm going to show it to you in action, show you how it fits, and show you all the different ways to kind of configure this thing. So if you're looking for a really nice, high quality, designed in America bag that is coming from a small new company that is waterproof, this may be a good option for you. I'm going to kind of walk you through some of the issues I've had with other bags in the past and how I think this one will help solve it. So again, stay tuned till the end for all the info on this bag and what makes it kind of special. So if you want to learn more about the Outlast Supply Company 40-liter waterproof backpack, stay tuned. When I let you go, ooh, let's just pull you closer. I can't understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you gave to me. Loosening my grip. All right, so as I mentioned in the intro, today I'm going to be telling you about this Outlast Supply Company 40-liter waterproof backpack. Now this thing is pretty cool. Now this thing is super cool, and I love the fact that it is, from a small company that is just kind of getting started, and I'm really impressed with the quality of it and the overall design and everything. I mean, this thing just has a ton of features packed into it, and it's a really nicely made bag. So I'm going to tell you as much as I can about this bag and just kind of show you everything so you get a feel for it inside and out, dimensions wise, material wise, all those good things. So let's start with the material that it's made out of. So it is made out of 500D PVC material. It is completely waterproof inside and out. Now, one of the reasons why I was so excited about this bag is I actually went on a hiking trip about 20 miles a few years ago with my old backpack that was completely not waterproof, and all my stuff got ruined. I had a miserable time. Most of my stuff was just destroyed by the end of it, and I had some bad nights because all my camping gear was wet, my backpack was wet, my pillow was wet, everything got wet. So I just was not prepared. And that bag that I used was about $80, $90. Now this bag retails for about 125 bucks. Now they do have a 10% off discount code at least the last time I looked at their website. On the top of the website, you can get that right away. So you can save what, $12.50 right off the bat. So that makes us about a $112 bag, which seems very reasonable for the quality and the construction of this thing. So again, I just think that for the money, this is a great backpack, and it's a good size too. 40 liters is about perfect for, the majority of your backpacking trips, or in my case, overlanding camping trips. I'm going to use this to throw my clothes and that sort of thing in, but then if I have to throw it in the bed of my truck, I can do that without having to worry about it because it's waterproof. So I don't have to worry about whether my stuff's going to get ruined. If I don't have room in the cab, I can put this in the back. Okay, so first of all, what you're going to notice here is on the front, you've got these adjustment straps in orange here, right? So depending on the gear that you've got in it, if you want to kind of compress the pack, you can pull this in with these straps. So you can use these straps just to kind of compress everything, keep it tight, reduce the size a little bit if you've got big stuff in there. So I like that they give you that option so that, again, based on the stuff that you're carrying, you can adjust the size of the bag. Now on the front here too, you're going to notice these orange straps. These are basically sort of MOLLE style straps. So you can use this to attach other stuff like a knife or anything else that you want to carry that can be on the outside of the bag can go on there. So they give you this really nice zipper grab here that is super heavy duty. And one thing that I will mention is I've kind of noticed it is kind of difficult to get these zippers to come down initially. So if you pick up this bag, you're kind of got to pull on it the first time. Now, what they mentioned to me is they told me actually because of the waterproofness, that's what makes them difficult to pull. They'll typically include some lithium grease with it that you can use to grease the zippers to kind of get them a little bit smoothed out. But as you can see, when you zip it there, I mean, this thing is completely waterproof, right? Like it could pour down rain on this thing and you're not gonna have to worry about your stuff in the pockets getting wet. So there's this one good sized pocket here on the front that is actually this entire width of the front of the bag there. So you can put, whatever you need in there. It could be, something like a handgun if you have that, or it could be, your wallet, that sort of thing. If you're hiking, especially, and you wanted to put your wallet in here to keep it protected and waterproof, you could do that. And there's also another one up here on the top of the bag that is just a little bit smaller right in there. So that could also be like a wallet bag, key bag, something like that. If it starts to pour down rain, you don't want to risk, getting your car keys ruined or fouling out the battery or whatever. You could take these and you could slide them into that pocket, zip it up, and keep your stuff super dry and protected from the elements. But again, as you're playing with these zippers, as you're pulling on this stuff, right, they feel amazingly solid. Like they're extremely well constructed. and heavy duty. And then again, that seal on there is just crazy. Like, look at how tight that is. Like that, there's no water getting in there, right? So you've got your pocket up there. You've got your other pocket over here on the front. You've got your sort of molly webbing along the front here too. You've got your constriction straps. You've got a number of D-rings all over this bag. There's one up here on the top. So again, you could use that to attach additional materials to it. You could even use it to hang it on a wall or something if you wanted to hang this up in your vehicle. To molly panels, that sort of thing, you could do it. Over here on the side, you've got this little elastic pocket, which is mesh, so that if water got in it, it comes out of the bottom of it. But this is for like a water bottle, something like that. It's very stretchy, so you can put pretty much any kind of water bottle in there that you want and keep that secured. But then also, again, if it gets wet, it's going to drain out the bottom. No big deal if you have condensation, nothing to worry about there. Moving around to the back here, you can see these shoulder straps. They are super comfy, really well made, again, with this sort of elastic bands across it so that you could stick, again, like some sort of like a fixed blade knife or something could go through here. You put it through the top, clip it in, and then slide it down there. You could hold things on there, which is really, really nice. It gives you a number of ways to attach things. Again, D-rings down here. You do have a chest strap that goes across, so you could do that for maximum comfort. And then you've also got a waist strap down here that you can use to secure the bag. So again, if you're hiking, if you're doing a backpacking trip or something, you're gonna be doing a lot of hiking, this gives you a way to make sure that the bag is as comfortable as possible on those long trips. Now here on the back too, there are some little pockets just right inside of there. So again, regardless of what your gear is, if you've got little pieces of gear and you want to keep them waterproof and dry, you've got some little storage spaces right in there to keep some extra stuff. Again, if you're going fishing or something, maybe some lures, or there's all kinds of things that you could put in these little tiny pockets. Now on the top of the bag, you'll notice that it's a roll top. And I actually really like that because that ensures that this thing is going to be 100% waterproof. And so basically you've got these two clips, you fill the bag with, whatever gear you've got. And again, being 40 liters means that this thing is really massive in there. So you've got just a ton of room, a ton of space down in there for gear. Again, I'm picturing like my clothing and stuff like that for a longer trip. You want to make sure that your stuff stays dry. If your stuff gets wet, your whole trip is going to be ruined. So to have this kind of space in here is really impressive. But then you fill this thing up with your gear. You basically roll down the top here, right, a few times, basically until it gets kind of tight. And then you're going to clip this over here. But then again, that ensures that this thing stays 100% waterproof, which I love. Now they did send with the main backpack a couple of these 2-liter dry bags, which these things are really cool. So just a smaller bag. Again, if you had something, I don't know, food or something smaller that you wanted to keep completely dry and maybe separate from the rest of it, you could put this in here. It has a roll top on it too, so you can use that to keep your stuff totally dry. It's just nice that they give you this option of this really nicely made 2-liter dry bag. And again, I got 2 of them here, so you get these 2-liter dry bags with the main backpack too. So it's just added value really, right? But again, if you wanted to keep something dry outside of the bag, you could do that. And with the fact that it's got D-rings on the top of them, then you could use that to attach it to the main bag in and of itself using, some sort of like molly attachments or things like that. Now moving to the inside of the bag here, and this may be a little bit tricky to see, but I'm going to take it out. So there is, on what I would call the back of the bag here, there is a Velcro strip right there. And what that's for is this bigger bag. So again, this could be, and this has a Velcro strip on the back of it so that you can attach it to that really easily and remove it. So one final thing that I did want to mention on this is that they do give you a 2-year warranty, which is really nice on a bag like this because, the goal is to be rough on it, right? Like take it out, go backpacking, take it through rain, use it in the winter. That's what I'm really excited about is I do a lot of winter trips. So I'm excited to have something that is truly 100% waterproof, has a good amount of volume to be able to take enough clothes for a 5-day trip, a 7-day trip, and to be able to pack them all in there and then just throw it in the back of my truck where I don't have to worry about it and I don't have to worry about it getting wet and I can just keep everything secure. So again, for the money, I feel like $125 is actually a really good deal for, a nice waterproof backpack like this, especially with the extra dry bags and a 2-year warranty. So anyways, just wanted to share this with you guys. Saw this, thought it was really cool, and just wanted to share it with you guys. But so definitely post up in the comments if you have any questions. As I mentioned, there will be a link in the description below to this thing. So if you want to check it out, go check it out. All right, guys, so as you saw, that was the Outlast Supply Company 40-liter waterproof bag. Now, this thing, for the money, I think is actually a pretty good buy because it's not very expensive. They've also got some discounts on their website sometimes, so if you check that out, check out that banner sort of at the top. That saves you a little bit of money as well, so definitely check for those on the website, but check them out. They're a really cool company, you know, just kind of getting started out, and that's what kind of drew me to them. So anyways, Outlast Supply Company, link in the description down below, check it out. Also in the description below will be links to all my social channels, so wherever you want to come hang out, I'd love to have you. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, wherever you want to hang out, I'm everywhere. Also in the description is a link to my website where I've got funny overlanding camping themed patches and stickers. So, you know, if you're into camping, if you're into overlanding, I've got funny stuff like F people, let's go overlanding, or I hate people so I camp, or don't burn your wiener and it's a hot dog, that kind of thing. You know, weekend warrior and it's a jerry can. So just funny stuff like that. So definitely check those out in the description down below. Then right below this video is a new thing, the join button, which actually is just kind of a passive way to support the channel. No pressure, but if you want to do that and get early access to the videos and things like that, that is a way to do that. Then there's a link to my Patreon group where we've got an awesome group of people, 24/7 Discord where we chat. We've got a once a month Zoom call, and then we go on a couple trips every year. So it's going to be a ton of fun. And if you're looking to be more involved and more active with all things overlanding, that'd be a good way to do it. Then below that, last but not least, is the Newbie Overlanders Facebook group. Totally free to join, tons of awesome members. If you're looking for a place where you're not going to get bullied and you can ask questions about overlanding, camping, your gear, that kind of thing, check that out as well. But again, thanks so much for watching. Hope that was helpful for you. Hit these guys up if you want a waterproof bag, and we'll see you next time.